Benidorm, the package holiday playground for bargain-loving Brits for more than 50 years. And we're still flocking in our millions. The main reason for its popularity?
Massively cheap over here. Ridiculously cheap.
Everything's so cheap, believe me.
It's cheaper to wash your car in wine than it is in bottled water over here.
And now many of us are making Benidorm our permanent home. From canny pensioners...
I'll pop over here, see if there's anything that's been left. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
...to business owners who'll try anything to get Brits to part with their holiday spends.
You're never, ever going to be rich out here.
Last chance saloon for us anyway, so it's got to work.
And with a constant stream of new arrivals hoping to start a new life in sunny Spain...
A lot of people think they can come over here and live the dream.
There will always be bargain-loving Brits in the sun. Coming up on tonight's episode, just 1 month to make it for a singing Scouser.
There's a lot of tribute acts, which is a bit of a problem for me because I'm not on a tribute act.
The stiff competition to be top dog.
I'm the #3 best salesperson in Spain at the moment. And of course, I'd like to be #1.
And one bargain-loving Brit decides to cash in his chips.
There comes to a stage of your life, do you live to work or work to live?
Benidorm is home to an army of expats living the dream on a budget.
All I spent this week was €37.
It is like Little Britain. It's like the Blackpool of Spain.
And one of the best ways to live a cheap and cheerful life is on a caravan site.
You come out here, and if you've got a little bit of money and not a fortune, life's just a breeze.
You could live a millionaire's lifestyle with nothing, really, you know what I mean?
For these budget-loving Brits, a caravan can be the ideal way to get a foot on the property ladder.
You're not buying a caravan, you're buying a dream.
Singer Eddie Robinson has recently arrived from Liverpool with pockets full of dreams, but not much more. Luckily, he's found himself somewhere to live. It's not palatial, but it is as cheap as chips.
Spent a couple of days here, looking for accommodation around the apartments and stuff, and I ended up buying a caravan for €500, and I've just got my keys, so going in to have a look. Key for the caravan, a very small one for a very big dream. I've never had a caravan before, so I'm not particularly well up on how the caravan community does things, but I'm sure I'll learn.
The previous owner has left him some freebies.
He's kindly left me a quilt, but I will be getting some new bedding, a couple of British sockets for my British laptop and stuff. A couple of tins of beans there. Yummy beans on toast. Who doesn't like beans on toast? Of course, in here we have a little loo. I've never really used one of these things before, so it's all a bit of an adventure.
Especially if he has those beans. Eddie needs to find work, and fast. He's only got enough money to last a month in Benidorm, and he needs to find 225 quid for his next month's rent at the campsite.
I'm trying to live on a budget till a bit more work comes in, so I'll be able to look after myself and hopefully won't have to scrounge off anybody. And the quicker I get gigs, the quicker I'll pay me way.
But with cutthroat competition in the Benidorm entertainment scene, Eddie's future is far from certain. Another expat who came to Spain at the age of 21 with a dream but little else is now one of the most recognisable faces on the Benidorm scene, Manchester-born Wayne Wright.
There you go, my darling.
He's been living here for the last 23 years and has built the Showboat Cabaret Bar up from scratch.
Mash rolls, chips, a jacket.
But it wasn't handed to Wayne on a plate.
How are you on these stars? Are we up to date? Whoa!
I'm Manchester Councillor. I left home the day I was 16. If you grow up from nothing and you've had nothing, you don't really want to go back there.
Mash rolls, chips, a jacket.
I was a nurse in Bradford, and one day I walked out my job, borrowed 100 quid. I booked a flight, come here, hadn't got a bloody clue. I've done every job you can ever imagine, from cleaning to nannying.
Having done a summer stint as a redcoat at Butlins, Wayne got a lucky break, an audition at a cabaret bar.
And it was 2,000 pesetas, which is about £8 in today's money. And they put me on 3 times a week, and it just sort of snowballed from there. And 23 years, I'm still here.
Not only still here, but now at the helm of a thriving business turning over £750,000 every year. But the price of success is...
2 glasses of red.
Even more hard work.
Marvellous.
And it never stops.
If she's not here in 5 minutes, we'll cancel the table and give it away.
I serve every single table myself. I take all their orders and check everything's all right. You have to make it happen, so you have to put all this work in 24/7, and if you put the work in, you reap the rewards. This is where I sneak for me 2 minutes of sanity. If I have to say mash roast, chips to jacket one more time, I'm going to pull my hair out.
Wayne may still have his hair, but the constant stress is taking its toll. So much so that he's made a dramatic decision that to many would be unthinkable: selling the bar.
There comes a time in your life where you think there is more to life than working. And I feel if I carry on doing 24/7, I'm just going to burn out and crash. So it's time to take it easy.
Terry 7, are you ready to order?
But selling up won't be easy.
I think it's going to be hard because it's my baby, because I don't trust nobody with my baby. So I'm going to find that very, very hard leaving the showboat.
For the Brits who work here, their job usually involves getting other Brits to part with cash. This can be quite a challenge, as the Avon lady for Benidorm, Val Daly, likes a challenge.
Well, they call me Ding Dong Daly because Ding Dong Avon calling and my second name's Daly, so I answer to Ding Dong Daly. Or people just call me Ding Dong for short. I moved here after 35 trips in 5 years. Used to love it on holiday here. I couldn't get here enough. I had a lot of changes in my life, which was what made me decide. My dad died in 2001. Me and my husband separated and divorced in 2002. And in 2003, my mum died. So when I had circumstances that turned my life upside down, I decided I would come here for 6 months and never look back.
That was 13 years ago, so it seems to be going well.
I'm the number 3 best salesperson in Spain at the moment. And of course, I'd like to be number 1, even step up to number 2 this year. I am very competitive.
To hit her target, she has to hit the streets.
I never go out without a catalogue in my bag.
13.45, and that's yours, Debbie.
You know, I'm trying to keep my weight down as well, so the more I run, the more I lose weight. I should be a stick-in set by now, really. Something's gone wrong in the mechanism. I don't know why, but it has.
For bargain-loving Brits, Benidorm is the business. There are hundreds of places to eat, drink and be merry. So many that competition between them keeps prices low. Great for the customers, but a challenge for owners like Wayne Wright.
It's getting busy now.
He puts on an expensive free show every night.
They're not forced to buy more than one drink. They have to buy a drink because it's free entrance. And if they refuse to buy a drink, well, they're told to leave, you know, and some people don't like that, but they haven't paid for it. You can't put on a show that can cost between €600 and €1,000 a night and let people sit there without buying a single drink, you know, but you do get the cheeky buggers.
Thank you, I right enjoyed that, I really did. Fabulous. So put your hands on voices together for my great friend, Miss Angie Greer!
During the peak summer months, the bar can take over 60 grand a week, but running costs are high. In order to keep the wage bill down, Wayne works there full-time, as does long-term partner Des.
Very popular with the ladies. They all think they know him from Coronation Street. When Des moved here, he was coming here to run the bar, and I said, but you have to understand, the first 12 months I will be married to the job. But 4 years down the line, I'm still married to the job.
And that's because Wayne's not only the owner, he's also the headline act.
10 o'clock, I'll go downstairs and get my face on.
This is Miss Stella. I hope you've got clean knickers on today, Arthur.
I haven't got any knickers on
Good
today.
girl. Why change habits?
It's Sunday. They're in the wash.
I'm lucky because I don't have to pay myself, and I'm the biggest part of the show.
He does have to pay for his costumes.
These ones I got for doing Amy Winehouse. I just got the number in and she bloody died on me, didn't she? I thought, how inconsiderate's that? I thought, oh, thanks, Amy. Bloody Michael Jackson did the same. And Whitney.
Sweetheart, I'm going up to the bull ring.
Right.
So I'll see you up there.
Quick shake. I came here, I had no hope, no dreams. I certainly never, ever expected to be out wearing women's clothes, making a living. And, you know, 23 years down the line, I suppose that's all I've done. Well, it's not all I've done, but it's been a big part of it.
Wayne, or rather Miss Levi, puts a lot into the act and he's on every night. With 16-hour days, 7 days a week, it's little wonder he's worried about the future.
work comes first, last in everything, and everything revolves around Showboat. But I'd hate to be one of these that got to like 60 or 70 and hobbling on stage and making a fool of myself. I mean, I make a fool of myself every night, but I know I'm doing that, you know.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Showboat. Hola! Hola! Come here tonight, my new party dress. You like my new party dress, eh? It's American, you know, one yank and it's off.
Back at their villa, Wayne and Des have some rare moments together away from the bar. But even at home, there are several other distractions that take up their time. Furry ones.
Life revolves around the dogs and the Showboat, and that's it.
It's been the main factor in our life, hasn't it, for so long?
But it's been the only factor, really, isn't it?
The two realise that for the sake of their relationship, something's got to give. Wayne can pay for their life in Benidorm by continuing with his cabaret performances, and there are also savings to fall back on.
Because I've always worked so hard, and because I'm always working, I don't get time to spend. I look after my money and it looks after me.
And that means the couple can afford to say adios to the stress of the Showboat.
That's the main reason, so we can have some us time, so we can go away for a weekend and do things, so we can go out for meals, so we can have friends round, doing couple stuff.
But finding the right owners to take over the reins is essential for Wayne, and he's becoming anxious.
No, I'm very nervous at the moment. God, what if they make a car crash of it?
Just outside Benidorm in Albier, Val, Ding Dong Daly, is getting ready for another day of sell, 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 and she's got lots of reminders about her achievements.
Most of these are ornaments and things I've got from being with Avon. We get one of these each year, these ladies. That's like what I got this year for my Circle of Honour. Let me show you my Wall of Fame. These are my certificates I get each year. I'm very proud of my achievements. Particularly when I started over 11 years ago, I didn't know very much Spanish at all, and everything is worked in Spanish. So you can imagine it was a little bit of an issue, you know. Simple things like filling in your orders and things and paying your money, it was all a very big learning curve.
Val's got to find the money for 2 mortgages, one for her Albier apartment and one on a home she rents out in Coventry. And a double mortgage means she's doubly driven. She's determined to be the top seller in Spain.
You always strive to be that #1 position, don't you?
And to do that, she needs to pry some cash out of bargain-loving Brits. Not an easy task. Today, she's hoping for a substantial sale at Camping Villamar, where the lack of doorbells isn't the only problem.
Gosh, it's a hot day, isn't it? Phew, it's all right for them holidaymakers sitting doing nothing. Going to meet Jeanette. Jeanette's one of my regular customers. Oh, I nearly missed her. Morning, Jeanette. Lost me way there. How you doing, darling? You all right? Oh, I hope you've got your aircon on out here today, have you?
Retired care worker Jeanette has been living on Villamar for 2.5 years, and she's always looking to bag a bargain.
Anyway, have you seen anything you fancy, darling?
Some varnishes.
I'll tell you, they're a really good buy, aren't they?
They are, so I'm having a few of them. I will go for the ocean blue, the orange sun.
Oh, shit, you might as well make the most when they're that price.
Well, yeah, and then I'll go for this sea breeze.
Yeah, I've got a new perfume. I don't know if you want to have a...
Yeah,
Have you got perfume on?
Only at the top, not
All right, give it a second to settle down. I'll have a bit of a cool down while I'm...
Oh, that.
Isn't it lovely? Shall I put you down for one of them
Yes,
then
please.
as well? I don't actually know how you pronounce it. I need a French person here. French. Something like that, anyway. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to buy a whole new wardrobe of clothes. Just one new lipstick can make you feel $1 million again. And, you know, for a couple of euros, it can really make you feel good about yourself. I can always order it and split it for you, so you don't have to pay it all together.
Oh,
You
that'd
want
be
to
all
do
right.
that?
Yeah. I just buy bits at a time, and then when I see things on offer, I'll bulk buy.
Yeah.
You know, like that oil for my hair and that. I've got enough there to last me at least 12 months.
Because it was on a good offer. I know, this is it, isn't it? Right, lovely, that's great then, Jeanette.
Thanks.
See you, darling.
Yeah,
I'll see you soon then.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not in Marbella. It's not keep up with the Joneses. But every girl likes to look after herself wherever she is.
It's been a good sale for Val, but she still needs plenty more to become the top seller in Spain. Benidorm has around 10 campsites and Villamar's the largest, and also one of the more expensive, with a yearly rental of 3,200 quid. And you can tell it attracts the posh set. Today, the champagne corks are popping. There's a paella party. The host, long-term Villamar resident, Arthur.
You don't need a fortune to live out here. Very acceptable way of life.
This is the sangria I made earlier.
Right, this is the bloke's fridge. It's full of liquid refreshments, of course.
And the secret of perfect paella?
Plenty of beer. Get all your guests, plenty of beer, and then they'll come along and they say, by the Christ, that's lovely, that. Keep the moisture in the chef and none in the paella.
Living on a campsite, you'll meet loads of different people, loads of different characters.
Are we ready for this?
Everyone knows everyone else, and you just all mix in together.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Can we have a round of applause, please, for Arthur?
Giving Villamar a run for its money is the campsite right next door. This place is cheap and most definitely cheerful.
Welcome to Camping Benidorm, the friendliest campsite in Benidorm. When the sun's out, we all do things together. Good food, good drink, and everybody's happy, you know what I mean?
39-year-old Essex boy Dean lives and works on the campsite.
There you go, I'm 40. Well, I do the bar, do the cooking, and I enjoy it. Get on with the customer. I think you've got to have good customer relations. Oh, come, darling. It's a good customer of ours. Enjoy yourself, that's the way I go.
He came here 7 years ago with 400 quid to his name.
A lot of people think they can come over here, live the dream, open up a bar, they think that's it, but they don't realise it is all work, especially in the bar. Your wages is not the best, but it's cheaper living. Drinks are cheaper, cheaper food, plus you've got the sunshine, you ain't got to pay for that, it costs nothing.
And here he can afford his own little bachelor pad.
Don't get me wrong, Essex is nice and you've got bricks and mortar, but it's very pricey. You're probably looking about £800 to £900 to live there a month. I'll pay about 310 and then electric, which starts about €30. That's cheap living. It is a glorified tent, it is all tent-like, but you got your settees, you got your TV, washing machine. It's how you make home, you know what I mean? Getting in the bedroom here. Oh, this caravan's seen some action. If the van's rocking, don't come knocking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know what he means. Just a couple of blocks down from Dean, struggling singer Eddie's blown 370 quid on a caravan at Camping Benidorm, and he hasn't got much cash left. But today, he's managed to secure his first audition, next door at Camping Villamar, and he sincerely hopes there will be rocking. He's auditioning for Entertainment's officer, Graham Boland.
That'll do for tonight.
It's like somebody going and asking for a job, you know, off the street. Can I have a job? Well, we don't know what you like, you haven't given us a CV or anything. If it's difficult, you just tell them, you don't have to pay me if you don't like me. Essential kit for Benidorm.
Well, that's one fan already.
This is an original song, so if you haven't heard it, you know, it's probably because you haven't heard it before.
Might need to work on your patter a bit.
Why'd you leave me here? Why'd you leave me with nothing left but the memories?
It's vital Eddie impresses entertainment boss Graham. He needs gigs if he's going to stay in Benidorm, and the competition's fierce.
Baby, I've gotta get out, I've gotta
It looks like Graham's recording the performance. Then again, he could be playing Candy Crush. Well, the audience seem to like him, but what about Graham? Eddie's nervous.
It is important to impress them, obviously. If you don't impress them, someone else will get the job.
I've just been talking to the boss there. He's happy as Larry. What he may want is, instead of doing every Monday, do alternative.
It's a start, but 1 gig a fortnight isn't going to keep Eddie in Benidorm. His month's money is disappearing fast, but Eddie's still hopeful that his Benidorm dream will become a reality.
Here I've got to start from the bottom again, and that's, you know, I was expecting to do that anyway, so... But I think, you know, just keep doing what I'm doing, and I'll get the work.
It's Sunday in Benidorm, and for tradition-loving Brits, that means only one thing. Even in 30 degrees of heat, a Sunday roast.
You can't get away from the fact that we're British and we like Sunday dinner.
Beef, and it's absolutely delicious.
Pork, lamb, chicken.
At Camping Benidorm, employee Dean's Sunday roasts are legendary. So popular, in fact, that he's fully booked every week.
I think people like to have a Sunday roast. You know, you get it in England and they, because they live in Spain, they think they can't get it, but they can. Right, I'm going to bang up some mash now.
Dean's self-taught. He's a big fan of the Bung-It-In School of Cookery.
Plenty of butter just to give it a bit of flavour. You can't have no lumps in it.
Dean's not the only one rustling up a roast. All over Benidorm, Sunday lunch is big business.
$6.50. At the present time, it's next to nothing.
And we charge $6.95 for a Sunday lunch with a dessert or a starter.
Today's carvery, at today's conversion rate, works out at £6.45p.
And Brits being Brits, it's all about the trimmings.
A few sprouts, carrots.
We have roast potatoes,
mashed turkey,
cabbage,
A couple of stuffing bowls.
peas.
And if it doesn't have Yorkshire puddings, it is not a Sunday roast.
At Camping Benidorm, Dean's working up a sweat. His Yorkshires are ready, but when it comes to the trimmings, for him, it's all about the gravy.
If you don't have good gravy, it's a bad meal. And the art of it is having thick gravy. If it's thin, it's no good. There you go, nice and thick. Right, most of it's done there. I'll put the meat on and the yolk in, and they help themselves to the rest. They love it, don't they? Oh, they do pile it up high. You know, for £5.95 we get about 30-odd people plus the drinks, so they can make about £300-400 on here.
No, very nice, Dean, very nice. He's famous for his gravy.
They love the gravy, that's why they come in.
Ask anyone what's great about Benidorm, and the chances are they'll bring up the rock-bottom refreshments.
All bowls you can have, cheap as chips.
€1 for a pint of beer.
€1 a pint. No, it's more expensive for the water than what it is a pint. That's serious, that.
There are hundreds of bars in Benidorm, and Liverpool singer Eddie's been in most of them already, looking for work.
Some bars, they won't have solo acts on. It's a case of, if you're not a tribute act, they won't book you.
Eddie's come to Benidorm after his bookings back home dried up, leaving him earning just £160 a week for a couple of performances.
Like in Liverpool, through the week you won't get anything at all. So all your work's got to be done Saturday and Sunday. I mean, people don't even go out on a Friday anymore. With Benidorm, it's round the clock. So a few more opportunities over here.
Fingers crossed. Eddie's only got enough cash to last him a month, and he needs to get gigs quickly if he's going to survive. But it's not going well.
Now, I've no openings for the cabaret at the moment. For July, August, September, we've got our acts sorted.
A couple of bars I've been to, they just straight said no, unless you're a tribute, you can't work on here, which is a bit of a problem for me.
But Eddie's refusing to give up.
I'm a pub singer from Liverpool. I've been over here a few weeks.
Can you sing for us now?
Can I sing for you now?
Could you do that? Jump on a karaoke?
What, right now?
Right now.
That's thrown him.
Just down the road.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
I mean, you might be absolutely fantastic, and you might not.
No, you don't. You don't know what you get until you hear me, do you? Yeah.
Do you need the words on the screen?
Go on, stick them on just in case I have a blank moment.
There's a man I meet, he walks up our street, he never lets some, but I know cause he once told me that ship calls dignity.
All together now.
All together now.
I've just said that.
Set it up, 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 on the ship calls dignity.
Wow, it's just like Britain's Got Talent, but with actual talent. Did he make it?
Thank you very much.
You've got a lovely voice, and you really, really have.
Thanks.
Tell you what I've got this week.
Yeah.
Sunday,
Perhaps if we got you on at 10, you leave at
Do you know what?
10 to 11.
So if I call in tomorrow with a poster, about 7 o'clock in the evening, yeah? Cheers, Jackie. Thanks a lot, love.
Thank you, Dan.
Ta-ra.
Eddie's trial by karaoke has won him another weekly gig, but it wasn't easy.
Slightly odd. I've never been asked to do an impromptu karaoke performance before, but, you know, whatever it takes.
Eddie charges 40 quid for a 1-hour gig. A one-off Sunday spot isn't enough to secure his future, but his persistence is paying off, for now. Another Benidorm resident thinking about their future is showboat owner Wayne Wright. After building up his bar from scratch, he's finally put it on the market.
The decision of selling the showboat has got to have been one of the hardest decisions of my life. But there comes to a stage of your life, do you live to work or work to live?
Successful businesses don't take long to change hands in Benidorm.
We only decided last week we're definitely going to sell after 6 months of thinking about it, and have 4 offers on the table. So the key choice now is the right people buying the place, because it's my baby, it is my life, and it has been my life for the last God knows how many years. It's like giving a child away, you want it to go to a good family, and this is the most important thing really, isn't it, when you care about something so much and love it so much.
At Camping Benidorm, worker Dean's hard at it pulling pints when his friend Smokey turns up on a week's break from his hairdressing job in the UK.
120 quid to fly here, puts me up for free, which is another bonus. This is Dean's place. This is my bed, this is where I stay, which is fine for free. More money for alcohol.
Every time Smokey comes over, it's just crazy. You know you're in for a party like most nights.
Well, the campsite is rocking. I love it. It's crazy. I fit in quite well.
Well, we met over here, I think, when it was about 4 years ago.
4 years ago, yeah.
And we just hit it off, had a good laugh and that, and with Smokey, everybody gets on with Smokey.
There's just one problem.
I can't go out every night and party. You know, you've still got to do a day's work.
I wouldn't fancy coming here and working. Everyone says, come over there, come over there.
I don't think I want you over here working. I have to have a break when you go.
One person who can't afford to take a break is cosmetics sales rep Ding Dong Val, who's out doing the rounds.
When I first started 11 years ago, it wasn't going to be my main job, it was just going to be like a little bit of pin money. But I think one thing led to another, and I realised that this could be a really good business for me. Hiya, Marie. I need to make it successful. It's my living, it's how I pay my mortgage, it's how I live. So I work hard. I work hard and I play hard.
Val's determined to be one of the top 3 sellers in Spain, but she's had some bad news.
Well, at the moment, I'm in 4th place, which will change because I've been 3rd for the last 2 years. There are probably, I don't know, 10,000 reps. So to be in that position, I'm quite pleased with it. But at the moment, I'm a little below par. So I do need your help, folks. Give me your orders.
In order to get back up the rankings, Val's recruited an army of expat assistants, like laundrette lady Michelle Gray, to take orders for her. Go, girls, do it for Britain.
Oh, you need this. It's looking nice, that. Colour's looking nice, isn't it? The thing that takes the time is going to everybody individually, whereas if you can deliver 4 or 5 orders at one place and the money's all ready for you, it makes life a lot simpler.
The troops are under pressure to deliver.
Try a bit harder for me for this week. See you later, bye. Teamwork. I've got all your orders here for you, darling.
So 5 different sets?
Yeah, I bagged them individually to keep it nice and neat. Hiya, Gary, you all right? I asked them to collect their orders from their workmates and give them a gift for doing it as my assistant.
Thank you very much.
Lovely, so I owe you...
You don't owe me anything.
Oh, thanks, darling. I'll put it in my tip jar.
This sales machine has the top spot in her sights.
A bad day is less than 100. A good day, 300 plus. I think the maximum I've done in a day is about 600. I think I might just run in here. It's one I missed out on earlier. Won't be a sec.
She never misses a trick.
Good job I called. Nice little €30 order there. The The more scraps of paper I have, the happier I am.
Benidorm and booze are bound together, but it's one thing packing in the pints on a stag do or even swilling the sangria every day on a 2-week break. However, when you live in Benidorm permanently, living a holiday lifestyle day after day will mean piling on the pounds. So, at Camping Benidorm, worker Dean fights the flat by hitting the gym.
Oh, here we are.
Well, hitting a punch bag, to be precise.
Yeah, try and eat the old salads and a lot of pasta in there. So, yeah, I do keep a little bit healthy. I like to have a good six-pack or something like that, like to keep fit. The women love the body, don't they? They don't want some fat fella. You know what I mean? They want you to look good. Right, that'll do today.
Dean's mate hairdresser Smokey is only over for a week, and the only thing exercising him right now is how to get around with the minimum amount of effort. Problem solved.
I love my mobility scooter. A to B, A to B.
You
I
know,
might as well
one
just...
bar to the other. It's so slow.
I just turned it right down. This is the fastest I want to go anyway.
It's an historic day for Benidorm resident of the last 23 years, Wayne Wright. He's whittled his 4 offers down to 1, and today he's signing over his bar to Essex couple Karen and Mick Coburn.
Today's the day, yeah, so we're going down there and get it all signed, and that's it, all on paper, all official.
It's a leap into the unknown for Mick and Karen. Amazingly, although they were looking for a business to buy in Spain, both the bar and its location were impulsive decisions.
We were looking to come out to Spain. Benidorm was never the initial place we wanted to be, was it?
No. How it came about, it was just pure luck at finding this bar to purchase.
We started coming here for meals, to watch the shows. I got talking to Wayne, and then it came up that he was thinking of selling. I sort of just said, yeah, we'll buy it.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you for the...
consultation.
Thank you for the consultation and asking, yeah. So, and there we are.
The couple clicked with Wayne straight away.
We get on great, but we're sort of the same sort of sense of humour, I think, so that helps, doesn't it?
And they're keeping him on, performing as his stage persona, Levi G.
Wayne's going to stay for 4 nights a week, and it means like he can do bits to his show, he can improve his costumes. It gives him more time to perform on his acts.
The time comes to make it official.
Do you want me to sign first?
Yeah, you go first then.
And put pen to paper.
That's it, Mick. You're a condemned man. Give us a kiss, you miserable bugger. I want to kiss you, so I'll kiss him.
Although Mick spent a bit of time pulling pints at an Essex pub and Karen's had some managerial experience, owning their own bar will be a massive new challenge.
We are nervous, we are taking on a lot, we know that, but it's something we've always wanted. And we're hard-working enough to know that it's not just a matter of sitting back and reaping the rewards. You've got to put the hours and the effort in.
Yeah, you're going to hope the business is going to stay as well as what we've seen it and what it is at now.
And hopefully
move forward and improve on that.
Mick and Karen might be nervous, but for Wayne, although it's been a difficult decision to sell, it's a huge relief.
Last night I slept very well because the first time in 4 years I put my phone on silent. So I had a really good night's sleep, and that meant I got 5 hours uninterrupted, which normally it's like 2 hours, you know, so. But the good thing is when the alarm goes off at middle of the night, it's not my bloody problem, is it?
The regulars are happy that he's taking his foot off the gas.
Time for a change and things move on, so I think it's going to be fine.
Works so hard, he never stops. He's 24/7, 7 days a week. It's too much. He needs a break now.
Put a lot of time and effort into it, and he deserves all he gets. It's been wonderful.
Tonight will be Wayne's last ever performance as the owner, and emotions will be running high.
I don't think it's hit me yet. No, definitely not. We'll see, we'll see.
At Camping Benidorm, it's the end of an epic week of partying for Dean's mate Smokey.
That's it, holiday over.
Looks like Dean needs a holiday now.
Time to get back to England, earn some pennies.
Happy days, man.
I'll see you next time I'm over, mate.
No, bruv.
See you next time I'm over.
Now, don't get up, Dean, it's fine.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah, that's all right, bruv.
You're a legend, Dino. Legend.
And that's it there, so the party's finished till next time.
Happy days.
Just need to drop off the hire car. I mean, mobility scooter.
You all right, Bose? Hello.
On the outskirts of Benidorm in Albier, Ding Dong Val is celebrating her birthday with a couple of her expat mates.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Oh, scratch that. Half of Benidorm have turned out.
You smelt the welcome drink, didn't you? You're right, darling. Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
But in true entrepreneurial spirit, Val's not letting a birthday get in the way of business.
By the time they've had a few more drinks, I'll be saying, Val, I want. Like Jan, she wants a new lipstick.
She's certainly got a unique take on party bags.
Val, $6.95, 7 with the tip.
Currently the 4th highest Avon seller in Spain. That's not enough for our Val.
I do want to be back in 3rd. It's probably not a big deal to anybody else, but it's what I like to achieve. Top 3 are on the Wall of Fame at head office in Madrid. So your Fizzog's on the wall, looking at everybody when they come to visit. Miriam, one catalogue. The year actually starts in February, so I've got till next February to get myself back into 3rd place. Cheers, lovey.
With the sales coming in thick and fast, it looks highly likely that Val's Fizzog will be smiling down from a Madrid wall come February. As long as she keeps mixing pleasure with business, of course.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you.
Meanwhile, back at Camping Benidorm, Dean's mate Smokey's still here.
Oh, this isn't good. Reception's closed. All my plane tickets, my passport is in reception.
Operation Find the Receptionist begins.
What does she look like?
Good-looking curly hair.
Apparently it's on her chest.
She literally just went past her.
Oh, this isn't good. I've got...
To get a new watch?
12 minutes to find her. Can I have for key for reception?
Yes.
I have no passport, no plane ticket. Oh, I have to stay in Benidorm longer.
Ah.
She doesn't look too thrilled.
Thank you. Right, see you all later. See you in August.
The airport bus leaves and it's adios to Smokey. Or maybe not.
Oh, no! It's gone! Oh, dear, this might be a bit of a problem. I probably missed my bus.
There's no probably about it. There's always the scooter. As nighttime descends on the Costa Blanca, singer Eddie's on his way to his biggest gig yet, on the Strip. Benidorm's Party Central, where the crowds are usually loud and often loaded. But big crowds aren't a problem for Eddie. He's seen it all before.
I've had some great times. Been with some good bands and that. China Crisis, great band. Spent about 11 years with them. Went all over the place. Probably the biggest crowd I've ever played to. There's about 12,000, I think. And then I started singing on my own. This is my big musical adventure on my own.
The crowd tonight isn't quite stadium standard, but it's big enough for Benidorm, and there's a support act, quite literally.
Nice on, fellas.
Good evening.
Does anyone remember China Crisis?
Moving on. Eddie's been getting work, but it's been a struggle.
I've been doing the campsites, a few bars before or after the bingo. But work's work. Thank you very much.
Well, they might not know China Crisis, but they like our Eddie. He gets a warm reception, but more importantly, a fistful of euros, and he's pleased with how it's gone.
Very busy here, as you can see. So it's a good gig to get, really.
With a lot more Scouse determination and a few more gigs like tonight, Eddie might just be on the road to making his Benidorm dream a reality. Across town, the time has come for Wayne's final show as the owner of the showboat.
I've never got nervous before a show. I'm getting nervous tonight. I don't know how.
New owners Mick and Karen Coburn are here to join the send-off.
It's Levi Jean!
Tomorrow, the place will be theirs, and the enormity of what they've taken on is starting to sink in.
It has become real now. Obviously tomorrow we haven't got any choice. It kicks in and we've got to pick up the reins. It's all systems go tomorrow.
It's like the dream, suddenly the reality kind of thing.
But tonight is just sort of to enjoy it for Wayne, be there for Wayne.
He's brilliant at what he does. He's made this place what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not, because these last events get a bit boring, don't they, when you start going, thank you here and thank you there and so I haven't wrote a speech, ladies and gentlemen, I really haven't, but please, extend those wonderful applause to my wonderful dream team, ladies and gentlemen, who work 52 weeks a year, Christmas Day, birthdays, Christmas Eve, Mother's Day, and ladies and gentlemen, this man here, he has to live with me 24/7, and do you know what it is? My whole life's revolved around Showboat for the last 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. So now it's time to take it a bit easier. So now it's going to be Des before Showboat, Des before Showboat. And here's my baby. I can't believe I've kissed you in public. I feel really gay now. Yeah. And thank you for tonight. I love you all, and I will thank you all personally when I see you after the show.
Well, it's all done, isn't it? Karen and Mick now the bosses. It's all theirs, isn't it? Oh my God. What am I going to do? I'm going to be lost.
Next time on Bargain Loving Brits in the Sun, Wayne returns to lend a hand on Mick and Karen's opening night.
Karen, can you go and clear Blue 7 for me, please?
And there are a few contrasting views about how it goes.
It's gone so well, I couldn't have hoped for better.
They're not ready. And if I wouldn't have been here tonight, it would have been a disaster.
And when the money runs out and the party ends for Caravan King John Anderson, all that's left is a mess.
I can't believe it. Oh, God. I think something died in here.